Astreus. Sorry, my throat is just dead. I'm drinking tea by the gallonful. Astreus is unable to attend tonight. His character is essentially going to just be sort of disgusted by the affluence, the event, putting on this false positivity with the loss of Karina and the defiance of Thylea and Acastus being there and everything else. So he makes his appearance so that he just kind of leaves. So, nobody has to play his character or anything like that. It's too much for him. He's out. So he actually exits before the accusation is made that Hypatia murdered her aunt. So let's do a quick recap and jump into this thing. Last time on Odyssey of the Dragonlords, you guys tried to, with the help of Valis, the goddess of wisdom, resurrect a fallen ally who had died in the battle against Esther, Archelander, the Dragonlord, who was equal parts, mass murderer and superhero to the natives and settlers, respectively. Apparently, he made some bad deals with Lutheria and ended up in a very Davy Jones-esque situation. With the sacrifice of 2 of your allies, you were able to defeat him and claim his ship for yourselves. Returning to the city, you confronted King Acastus about the death of his ancestor, the acquisition of the ship, and in response, he threw you guys a parade, and Hypatia's uncle threw you guys a party. You managed to survive the parade, and now you are in the middle of this fancy party. Now, the party is extremely affluent. It's at the largest non-palatial building in the city, essentially. Hypatia apparently comes from a lot of money. You wouldn't know it to listen to her complain about how expensive it is to be a wizard. But I think it's one of those, either she's too proud to ask her parents for money, or they're those old school bootstrap parents that are like, pick yourself up by your sandal straps. Your father and I did it, and you could do it too, kind of deal. Either way.
This comes with strings. Everything comes with strings.
Oh, for sure.
They'd be happy to give me money. They would also be happy to have me marry Gaius.
True. So, after some pleasant introductions and interactions with her family, she joined her good friend Valis, the goddess of wisdom, on a bench where the two of them read a book and became dangerously drunk, respectively. Philippocles went off to get drunk with the fellow partygoers. Reset locked herself into 3+ hours of exciting board games. And Anna, I think you were just kind of sadly making your rounds. You did a little small talk with Chandras and Zamrox. And then Talus, you kind of went up and you did some social dueling with the Nerdagans before that horrible incident. All right, so the session ended with a mighty scream and a shout, and the revelation that sweet Barbara, Hypatia's aunt, and yes, Barbara is an ancient Greek name, had been turned to stone. Immediately, guards converged on Hypatia's location because earlier in the week, she had brazenly, one of those two, brazenly, rode in the parade float with all them snakes just going everywhere, rubbing it in the populace's face that someone cursed by the gods could still be a hero. Up yours, everybody. And the people have not forgotten that. How quick they turn. So, to celebrate this murder mystery, it's going to be one of the hardest murder mysteries you've ever been a part of, let me tell you. I have acquired this ancient recording from one of the greatest murder mystery movies of all time. Hopefully we don't get sued for playing this. There we go.
Whatever.
All right. So, guards have surrounded Hypatia. What do the rest of you do? Reset, you're too busy. If you leave the game, you will forfeit. I know that you know in the future you already lose, but you're gonna stay.
Never.
All right.
She won't walk away from the game.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So Phil is out of here. He's drunk with the partiers. Reset is locked into a game of chance. Talus is prowling through the shadows, so of the gardens, I'm assuming. So you could probably jump in on this murder mystery. And Astreus is left. So Anna and Talus, that leaves you guys to help Hypatia, who, quote unquote, is going to smoke signal this one in, she said. It's going to smoke signal this one in. It's going to use a sending spell tonight. She's just not feeling it. She's not feeling it. All right. So, your parents come rushing up because they can't believe what has happened here. Nirdagan. Whoa! Slow down, bro. He's in such a hurry to get over there.
His name is Sonic Noble.
Oh, no. Nirdagan comes rolling up because he wants to figure out what the hell happened. Who did this? Why would you do this to your aunt? That sort of thing. The crowd is forming. It's getting pretty crazy. But then you hear somebody push through the crowd. And he says, hold on. I'm a detective. And he touches his fingers to his temples. Says, a psychic detective. Some might even call me a mystic. Everyone gets real quiet. And he stares at you, Hypatia. His eyes never really looking in the same direction, but trying. Valis drinks wine next to you. He stares you in the face. Do you stare back at him?
So kind of all this time I've been like turning around to look behind me, like to figure out what everyone's staring at. And I guess like as he stares at me, I would turn around and I guess just stare back, like head tilted, a little squinty, kind of confused.
Okay. You are familiar as a citizen of Mitros and a well-to-do person with the mystic detective known as Spenticus. He has quite a reputation for using his mystical abilities to solve very difficult cases. How convenient that he was at your uncle's party. He stares at you and he says, when I stare at you, I'm sensing that there's more than one person in there. Do you ever identify as someone else? Someone small that likes eggs and mice? Everyone waits with bated breath to see if Hypatia will answer.
Are you asking about Scylla?
Scylla. Yes. Yes, the massive sea creature that lives at the bottom of the ocean, feared even by the Twin Titans themselves. Do you command such power, madam?
No. I have this little snake and I named her Scylla because she's cute.
I see. But isn't it true that you have more than just that one snake? My mystic powers tell me you're a Medusa. People gasp at this revelation. They can't believe how good this guy is.
I'm looking around like, did you not know this? Like, I'm just really confused.
And Medusa can turn people to stone. Did you Look at your aunt tonight. And there's a murmur in the crowd because that's how it works, folks. That's how it works.
While this is going on, can I investigate the body?
Yeah,
The
sure.
statue. See, everyone seems to be paying attention over there.
Okay. So you head over to the body. There are guards posted all around it. They throw up their spears. Whoa there! What is it you seek? Can you not see that this poor woman has been turned to stone?
Yes, I'm trying to determine the exact manner as to how she was turned to stone. There's more than one way to petrify a person.
And they kind of look at each other. Well, he is one of the chosen. Fine. Under our supervision, you may take a look. Tell us what you find. All right. Give me a blind investigation or arcana check. You could use the little daredevil button to pop it up. Oh, there you go. Oh, okay.
That was not blind.
Was blind?
Yeah, that wasn't. I took the thing here and it did not.
Okay, so there's a little drop down when you go to do it, and you'll have to change it in the tool to say to blind GM.
Okay.
Yep.
One more time.
All right.
Oh, wait, what? It's so grayed out. What the hell?
Okay. Blind rolls are like part of life. You gotta get this down. What is?
Sorry, that was just me.
There we go.
See if,
learning
see if
the
it
program.
works. Okay.
No, I messed up.
All right.
Probably rolled some dice.
Yeah. So as you look at it, she is in fact turned to stone. This is a person that was turned to stone. This is not a statue that has been placed here to fool everybody like a party gag or a misdirection. This is in fact a person who has been turned to stone. You've seen them firsthand in the mithril mines. You also see that painted on the statue is an emerald serpent. Okay. Over here, where the investigation is really picking up pace, a man wearing a very brown toga and smoking a cigar. He pushes this guy out of the way. And he says, move over, Junior. Let a real detective handle this. Miss, Hypatia, is it? I always thought it was pronounced Hypatia. That's just me, though. That is your name, isn't it, ma'am?
I'm still just looking around like, what on earth is happening?
Ma'am, this is a very serious thing that's happened. You care about your family, don't you?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you guess. And you see him scribbling in his notebook. You notice that your aunt there, she's been turned into a statue. You weren't maybe making conversation with her, and you accidentally maybe turned her into a statue? It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. I have a cousin. He had an anal fistula he had to get operated on. Every once in a while, some skid marks come out, you know? You just lose control of these things sometimes. It's understandable. If it's your fault and it's an accident, you just let us know, and I am sure we could get it sorted out.
I've been sitting here literally all night.
And he scribbles that.
Also, like, I don't know, theoretically Medusas can turn people to stone, but like, I've tried. I'm not good at it.
A murmur goes through the crowd, and he scribbles some more, and he puffs on his cigar, and he blows
Well,
smoke
like,
in your direction. He says,
For experiments,
see.
I mean, it's important to know these things about oneself.
I understand. I understand. We've all been teenagers before. And he kind of gives you a wink. So, Miss Hypatia. I'm saying it right. Yeah, Hypatia. You say you were on this bench all night, but I have several eyewitnesses that place you right over there. And he points to the location where you were speaking with your parents. You stood in that spot for at least 15 minutes. So your assertion that you were on this bench the whole night is a fallacy. If you're willing to lie about that. And he just makes a big shrug, and everybody murmurs like, oh shit, he got her. Oh shit, it's over.
Have you spoken with my parents?
Yeah, your mom, she speaks up and she says, well, that's your dad. God damn it. They're always fighting. She pushes him out of the way. I can speak for myself. Sweetheart,
No, I was just saying that if you had spoken to my parents for 15 minutes, you would want to sit on this bench for the rest of the night too.
oh, dang. You hear, ooh, go through the crowd. Ooh. Someone says they will need the burn ointment for that one. Your mother looks very upset. You hear that rattlesnake rattle again, as if from nowhere. And her eyes narrow at you. And she says, there's a time and a place to air such grievances. This is a serious accusation that has fallen upon you, daughter. Perhaps if you're wanted, disregard for the customs and beliefs of this city and your people was not just thrown like trash in a gutter, you wouldn't be facing such accusations right now.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look back at the detective and be like, do you see what I mean?
He kind of nods at you, says, I understand. Miss, this is a piece of paper that I've written my name on. Someday they're going to call these cards. I want you to hold on to this in case you remember anything that might help with my investigation.
Sure.
Okay. And he disappears back into the crowd. As he does, he bumps into someone. He's, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. And you hear a woman say, oh, that's all right. It's all right. Now, what's going on over here? I finally get back to Mitros, and I attend a party, and the first party I go to, someone gets killed. Oh, it's just the worst. Happens all the time. Aren't you the chosen of the Oracle? Hypatia, yes? So nice to meet you. So nice to meet you. What seems to be the trouble here tonight?
I think my aunt got turned to stone.
Yep, that is definitely what happened. And it seems everyone is trying to take the easy way out, make accusations against you, because you are a Medusa.
Mm-hmm.
And they all look a little shamefaced as she says this. Do you have anyone who could, I guess verify that you've been where you say you are all night? I mean, it's been a very busy crowd. Everyone's been moving around. You know how it is.
I'm gonna turn and look at Valis, and I'm just gonna stare at her.
She looks blearily at everyone around her. You see the 17 empty wine bowls neatly stacked next to her. She's been with me. She's my friend. And she just kind of looks around. Why is everyone here? Hypatia, is it your birthday? Where's Astreus go? Where's my nephew? And in the crowd, you see Acastus shaking his head. Full judgment mode. And you see Royal Thought shaking her head. Full jiggle mode.
Excuse me. Before this all gets ridiculously out of hand.
Okay, everyone stops and looks at the new detective who showed up. What's your detective name?
The Green.
Okay, alright. Detective Green shows up. Detective the Green. All right, everybody gets real quiet.
Important to make that distinction.
They all look at Detective the Green, whispering to themselves, "Who's this guy? He kind of looks like Talus, the great chosen of the Oracle. No, he said his name is the Green. He's a different guy." All right, what do you got?
First off, she's not dead. She's petrified. I have half of the cure for it right here. Pulls out his golden arrow out of his pocket. Secondly, these two individuals, the young woman and her husband, were speaking to me the same time that Hypatia was speaking to her parents. It would have been very difficult for her to sneak in while it was mid-conversation. Thirdly, somebody painted a green serpent. If that means anything to somebody on her as a statue.
It means something to me, says the mystic detective. You like snakes, Hypatia. And snakes are sometimes green. You know how to write. Writing is like drawing. You drew that green snake. And he does like a yes gesture with his fist. Like he solved the fucking case.
You sound like an idiot.
There's a murmur through the crowd. This guy, he taps his cigar and says, preach.
Correlation is not causation.
Okay.
Yeah, is the snake... What is Hypatia's family crest? They must have one.
Yeah, Hypatia, what is your family crest? Is it a green snake?
Literally no idea.
Okay.
Oh.
I was gonna say, I hope it's not a green snake, because then I'm like, well, just sold me down the river.
No, your crest is not a snake per se, but it is a wyvern, which is a poisonous sort of reptile. It's pretty close. I think the local mystic detective is probably onto something here.
Are there any notorious individuals with who use these green snake as a?
You're new to the area, and not a citizen of Mitros. You could attempt a history check to see if you know this information. It would be blind, and it would be a disadvantage. Hypatia, as a citizen of Mitros and a smart, educated woman who occasionally has to buy black market goods as a wizard, you could also make this check normally, but also blind.
Now, is this one of the group ones where only one of us can do this?
No, this is going to be two totally different perspectives of the same thing. Okay. Talus. You have no idea.
I would have been asking aloud that question.
Yeah. All right, Terran. He finally speaks up, and he says, first of all, who invited these three idiots? And he has the three detectives dragged out by guards. So sorry, detectives. This was not the work of Hypatia. This was the work of the Lady of Coin. Long has she been a thorn in my side. She doesn't approve of the very forward-thinking, economic changes that we've made in the city. Changes that have come unraveled recently with the fire and other such accidents that happened down in the Agora. There was no slavery occurring in Mitros. It was a job market. We were making jobs.
So it's a message.
She's taken out a few of my associates before, It's never too much of a problem. It's just an expensive cure every single time. But this time, coming to my house, stoning my wife at my party, a party I threw to celebrate your greatness. She's taken it too far. I will gladly pay 5,000 drachmae to see this creature brought to justice. And there's a murmur through the crowd. Valis has cast Lesser Restoration on herself.
If she wasn't, I was going to.
Yeah, and has sobered up. And she says, Hypatia, this is really bad. But I'm glad you didn't turn your on to stop.
Yeah, I seriously don't think I could have.
We could talk about this after the party.
Okay.
So Terran kind of like raises his arms in the air, and the crowd is kind of like murmuring. He says, "Honored guest and esteemed champions and great king. This city has lived in the shadow of that serpent for too long. Spread the word, near and far. A 5,000 drachmae bounty on her head. I wish to see her brought to justice. I wish to see that monster brought before the people to face justice." King of Castles see that there's a lot of people gathered around. They're obviously gathered around to see him. And he doesn't want to be outdone. He says, I shall add another 3,000 drachmae. And further, as the greatest king who has ever served Mitros, I sentence her to death. The reward stands dead or alive. Hypatia, you feel Valis kind of grip your arm a little bit tighter when he says that. All right. Terran says, my guests, I must retire for now. Have healers brought for my wife. If you could, you're welcome to stay and enjoy the food and festivities. I'm sorry that the Lady of Coin has brought this dark shadow upon such a bright event. Heroes of the Heartland, my apologies. And he kind of walks away to the crowd.
Also approach him as he goes and actually hand him the golden arrow.
Oh.
To say,
Oh.
can be used as part of the cure.
Okay. His eyes glisten with devotion, and he grips it tightly. Thank you, champion. I will remember this. All right. So, you guys huddle the wagons over here?
Yep.
All right. Valis says, we can talk about this here, or we could return to the palace and discuss it in my private quarters. The information I have is very sensitive.
I think we're all eager to leave, and I go and try and find Phil.
As you walk into the room, Phil's in the process of flipping a stone table, and staring at some dude like, "Say it again, bitch."
Phil, we're leaving.
All right.
Turns to Anastasia. There's still so much wine. Well, you should drink and play a game.
Oh no.
I'll put the table back on its right side up. And
Sure.
sorry about the foot.
Yeah, a guy whose foot was crushed by the table, he just smiles weakly. It is okay. It is an honor to be wounded by such a great hero.
Sorry, Phil. I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Oh, Phil, you are painfully sober.
I will never trust you again.
Everybody watches in horror, and you hear murmurs. It is true. The siren can transfer her sadness to others.
Oh no. Sorry.
Phil-
Messed up.
Defeated. I'm just.
That wasn't
gonna
okay. I
follow
should have asked
Anna.
for your consent first. My bad.
I'm not really looking. Like Phil kind of looks around the room and he's like, "There's just not enough wine left to get me where I wanted to be."
We're headed to the palace. There's lots of wine there.
All right.
Was your goal to drink all the wine?
My goal was to forget Kyra.
Oh god.
Oh, well, don't worry, Phil. Bulldog will stay. I will drink all the wine that you would have drunk, and I will make love to all the party goers you would have made love to.
Do
Better
this for
than you
me.
would have.
Do this for me.
It
And I'll
is a
leave.
sacrifice I will make. And he just grabs, like, a bucket of wine and just starts drinking it. All
I'll
right.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, so we have a new map called Valus Wing. You guys should have access to it, maybe, but I can make it the active map to get us over there. So,
Well, I need to get reset too.
okay. Reset still has, I'm gonna say, another 40 minutes on the clock for her game, at least. Unless Reset,
as-
you
as
realize,
you
you
walk
might
in.
realize how bad it's going, and you could just strategically lose faster. I don't know. I don't know if you could allow yourself to do that though.
As she walks in, she hears like a big bang,
Mhm.
and Reset says, "Fuck! Rematch! We need a rematch!" And she takes out her coin pouch and is about to throw it on.
Oh
the
yeah,
table for a
this guy
second
looks
round.
so excited. He's just so ready to take literally all your fucking money. He's gonna take your shoe company next. He's gonna take it all.
So Alice has something important to tell us.
But I still have a game.
No.
I'm down
He-
50 drachma.
Oresian, you have lost. I feel bad taking any more of your drachma. Please. We will do this another time. Huh?
You unaccompanied noble.
Listen,
I will remember you.
the common folk must call me unaccompanied noble, but you are now my rival. You may call me Priscos. And I shall, as a greater 20 Squares player has said before me, smell you later.
She swallows her anger and grabs her coin pouch and turns away.
Okay.
She has nothing to say. She's the loser here.
Yeah, Sage will kind of pull like a wing around her, like just kind of walk out.
Okay.
Head down. Just she's not looking at anyone.
Okay. All right.
This is the worst night ever.
Well, I could see you guys weren't feeling my 80s detective adventure, so I threw all 20 pages in the trash so we could just move on to the next part of the adventure. So, here we go.
I
All
thought-
right.
I feel like we speedran it. They're like, it's
But
her, and we're like, nah. Like, okay.
I was prepping it on stream, and I'm like, you probably wondered why my prep for this murder mystery is making 3 80s detectives into Greek tokens. was like, it's because it's the easiest fucking murder mystery ever. There's nothing for them to solve. All right, so let's head over to Valus's wing. There we go. There's already a Hypatia there.
I just
Oh,
want to say, Anna, if you try and
two of me
like
there.
talk to Phil at any point, like on the walk back or whatever, he's just not even looking at you.
Yeah, I really messed up. That was not cool.
All right, so you'll have to buy theater some furniture in this bitch, like some chaise lounges or something. I forgot to put them in, so I don't know. They're there though. They're there. All right. So as you guys are all kind of sitting around, servants offer to bring drink. Valus shakes her head, and then says, "Just juice, just juice." And as you guys sit around, she looks around to make sure that everything is quiet and secluded, and she says, "Do you intend to kill the Lady of Coin?"
Has there been like Phil in?
Yeah. The PHIL in. Yeah, I mean it's like gosh, it's probably an hour walk to get over here. I mean maybe less time if like palanquins carried you. I don't know if you guys are so ostentatious because Valus totally would use a palanquin this late at night. So if you guys wanted to travel via palanquin, you could have explained on the way.
I'm not really trying to palanquin around.
Is anybody seeing this random yellow? Oh, somebody's drawing furniture. I was like, what the hell is that on the map? And then it started moving like a sped up tomato seed growing into a plant. I was like, I didn't do that many drugs today, did I? Oh my god. All right, so yeah, so you're filled in that there's an 8,000 drachmae bounty on this woman's head. Though they keep calling her a creature, you hang out with the Medusa. It's probably not nice to call her a creature.
I have a feeling she's probably more of an ally than an enemy. We might need to keep her safe.
Help us out with the Minotaur situation. I side-eye Talus just a little bit. I mean, I'll confess to wanting to meet her. She sounds kind of cool.
I mean, if you're into like Medusa vigilantes, I guess, Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I mean,
yeah,
we
keep
could definitely take the commission so that other people don't take it. Yeah, and then we could go find her. And I can tell her I'm a big fan, and we could I don't know, fake her death or something. We figure it out.
So let me get this straight. You want to take money to kill her, and then you don't want to kill her?
I mean, she helped us out that time. That would be wrong, wouldn't it? And I look around like I'm legit not sure.
I think we should just figure out everything we know about her. I'm sure you've had... I look over at the Queen. I'm sure you've had to deal with her before, right, Auntie?
Yes. That is why I was wanting to speak with you all in private. So, you've noticed that my husband and I, we've grown apart, and we don't really see eye to eye. Politically. Well, we don't really see eye to eye, period. But we certainly don't see eye to eye politically, religiously, that sort of thing.
He sucks.
Yeah, morally, ethically. I have found myself feeling powerless to change anything. If I go against him directly and publicly, it would be divisive to the population. With the Pact of Peace ending soon. We cannot risk a divided populace. His charisma, his hold on the people, it outstrips mine. He's able to connect with them on a level that I just can't begin to comprehend. Watching them led astray, it made me so angry. I wondered what I could achieve if I was able to operate outside the rules. And you see her kind of shake visibly as she says those words. So, I found a champion and provided them with the resources they would need to get started, a way to traverse the city unnoticed. And in the beginning, Moxena did a great deal of good. A great deal of good. But I fear that she has gone rogue. Her warnings and attacks have become more violent. She acts without permission, without guidance. And I have heard that she has begun smuggling people out of the city against their will. Human trafficking. I have sent to speak with her. I have used magic to speak with her. The only replies I get is that my methods were too slow. At the rate we were going, she would never accomplish what she needed to in time. This was a mystery to me, for I thought that our goals were the same, the liberation of the Minotaur people, and breaking down the barriers between the different classes of the city, the rich and the poor, and so on and so forth. I thought that we could take her ever-souring reputation and make her the boogeyman that united the people in fear, but that eventually we could turn the whole thing towards the Titans, and she could retire from this path. Our mission achieved. But she seems to have other plans. I did not condone, request, or in any way know that she was going to target poor Barbara tonight. And I'm very sorry for what happened to your aunt, Hypatia.
I'm sure she deserved it.
They say petrification is a terrible torment. You are aware of your surroundings, but unable to do anything, trapped in a timeless state. Unable to feel, only able to sense. My growing concern is the human trafficking. I feel it is a line she has crossed that requires me to sever my ties with her. I do not wish her ill. I would not like to see her slain. I would not like to see her turned over to my husband and Nerdagan and the people. I wish someone could talk some sense into her. I know roughly where she is hidden. Have any of you heard of sewers? They're like aqueducts, but they handle waste instead of just fresh and waste. And they're built below the streets of the city to keep the foul water from affecting the animals and the populace. They're expensive, and I had commissioned the construction of such things for Mitros before my husband convinced the people that it was a waste of time and resources. The project was shut down, the tunnels left abandoned. They spiderweb beneath the city, which provides Moxena an elaborate network of tunnels for her and her agents to move through the city undetected. So, if she has such, if she has a hideout, and I'm sure she does, that's more than likely where it's located. Though, I suppose if you wanted to narrow it down, she does have contacts at most of the taverns throughout the city. You could try that approach. Or we could use magic and try to divine a bit more.
So, you say moving people out of the city against their will. Do you know where they're going?
I do not. That would be information I would like to get from her if I perchance could speak with her again.
Do you know who has disappeared?
The people that she is trafficking are said to be bards, performers, and artists of various crafts and trades.
Uh-huh.
Which are none of the people that she was supposed to target.
Interesting.
She seems very embarrassed by this whole thing, and she says, "Here I, the goddess of wisdom, reveal that I am yet twice unwise, once with a husband and once with a champion." And you see her eyes kind of welling with tears, but they do not spill any. She just kind of awkwardly and silently watches all of you from the sweet-ass chaise lounge. There we go.
Monomer sets cooler.
Oh, it's so
Yep.
much cooler. Yeah, agreed.
Oh, I feel like she went through a lot of effort. I don't know if the message was for us or if it was for everyone, but I think we should hear her out.
Okay. She nods in appreciation of your idea. Then, how would you proceed, Anastasia? Do you wish to seek her out in the sewers? Try to divine more about her via magic? Or what would Kira call it? Do some gumshoeing?
Ooh. Do we know if Alexi's still in the city?
Unknown.
Okay.
I mean, I think that one way that we could do it would be to make ourselves targets. Simply, very obviously, ask some questions and wait to be, I don't know, attacked, if you will? Captured. Whatever.
Do you wish to use Reset and Anastasia as bait?
Well, no, all of us, really.
Oh. I mean, Do you feel that anyone would be brave enough to try and kidnap all of you?
I mean, if she's...
You're renowned heroes. I mean, perhaps.
I mean, it sounds like she's drunk on power, and she might. I don't know.
All right. She nods.
It seems to me like she wants to talk to someone, so I think if we do a bad job of concealing our motives that we're hunting her, I think that she may contact us herself.
Why don't we just, ask for her? We don't need her to try to kidnap us.
Yeah.
We can go talk to her contacts, her associates at the bar that you mentioned.
She nods. Yeah, that would work. Okay. It's not too late, especially for an establishment like that. Perhaps you could go now. I just worry that when word gets out of that 8,000 drachmae reward, this city is going to turn into just
A madhouse.
Yes. Bedlam. There's going to be assassins and bounty hunters from all over Thylea coming for her.
I mean, you could go ahead and spread the rumor that the chosen are on the job, and clearly
They might
it
go
won't
even
be.
faster.
Reset speaks true. There are many who view such a thing as a challenge. If they can succeed before you can, their fame and repute would be even higher.
Let's
I really want to
Let's
see
go.
all the bounty hunter minis, like all the detectives and all the bounty hunters from famous pictures. Yes.
let's go. I
Let's
wanna
go.
I wanna see this champion of Alice.
Okay.
Challenge her to a game of 20 squares.
I mean, she's pretty good at Game of 20 Squares. Just throw that out.
There we go.
All right.
As I would expect.
There we go. That's her introduction. You can challenge her for information. If she doesn't just kill us immediately.
True. Let's see. I think this place is called the Sirens Roost. Hold on.
Wait, this is your place, Anna.
What? My place? Hashtag not all siren.
Or is it like the Tiefling's camel toe? I can't remember which one it is. Hold on a second. Let's see. Where's my book? Oh no! Hold on just a sec. I gotta grab a book. All right. So the Sirens Roost is owned by a siren named Ambrosia. Yeah. So I can't say that she and I are particularly close. And if you were to name drop me, then she probably would. That would probably get back to Moxena. So you might want to leave me out of this one for now. But here, this should help you in case you need in case you need to bribe anyone. And she heads over to the shelf. She comes back with a sack of 500 drachmae.
I want it. I want it.
Guys, let's try not to bribe anyone because I need it.
Really?
It's like when your parents
I've
give you lunch
snatched it.
money, so you just like fast so that you can keep the lunch money. Yeah, I
Yes.
got you. I got you. All right. Yeah. So Sirens Roost. I don't have a map for it, so please don't kill anyone while you're there. But I do have a handout for it, I believe. So let's see.
Anna, I've got a really good plan.
Okay.
She smiles as she holds up the pouch.
Phil's really pouty, and he's behind everybody. He's like, I'll hit whatever you tell me.
Aw. Is it so bad? I guess it is. Let's see. The things that didn't make the migration just break my heart. Let's see. Here we go. All right. I think we could show this one. It doesn't have too much nudity. It should be all right. All right. So you guys formulating a plan. Hypatia, what you and Phil, you're from Mitros, right? Ish.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know that the Sirens Roost is a brothel, so it is a sexy time place for sexy time.
Well, when Phil hears that we're going there, he's like,
Oh,
"All
okay.
right, everyone, you guys better just. I know these places."
That kind of does that turn it around a little bit? Turns it around a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, he's a bit more excited to go.
Okay. Fair. You also have heard that a son of Pythor works there. So, be on the lookout for that. All right. Can we get some good brothel music? Anybody got brothel music that they like? Reset, I know you got your favorite brothel music on tap. What do we got? Oh, nice.
Maybe the FF7
Is it already
one.
playing? Oh,
No.
all right. First of all, it's not a brothel, it's the Honeybee Inn. And it's a respectable dance club. So, I don't know what game you were playing. Let's see.
But you knew exactly what I was talking about.
What? Because I had to defend them in court, fantasy court. For the fantasy lawyer game that I played. Let's see. The brothels of Final Fantasy 14. That sounds pretty good. All right. We'll go with this one. Here we go. Such a broad selection of brothel music. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. All right. Here we go. All right. There we go. Did it share with everybody or no?
What?
There should be a picture
Oh,
of a
hey.
place. All right.
There you go.
Okay. So you guys head on over to the Sirens Roost, and when you arrive, a beautiful, but a bit older Siren seems wide awake, very happy. She kind of glides over to you guys wearing sort of a revealing toga that's kind of like a robe at the same time. Lots of silks, lots of colors, kind of match her plumage, that sort of thing. As she approaches, her eyes go wide because in this business, you have to stay on top of you have to stay on top of rumors and what's hot right now and all that. When she sees you guys, she says, "The heroes of the Heartland, the chosen of the Oracle," loud enough that everybody could hear her say this. "What have we done to deserve such honored guests?" And she claps her hands together and fans her wings, not unlike a male peacock almost, putting on a vibrant display of purples, blues, and greens. And then the servants begin to rush over. And she says, "Nothing but the best for the champions of the storm." And she kind of gives you a wry look like, I'm thinking about trademarking that one. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think anyone's been using that one yet. And she motions, and you guys get your own like set of like pillows. They bring the hookah out. They fill it with the water and the fancy drugs. It's like a whirlwind. If this was a Disney movie, they'd be singing a song right now, and fucking mice would be helping you guys into like your smoking jackets. Like that's how fucking fancy this is. So they get you all situated. And they begin bringing out drinks, and they begin sort of parading dancers by and all that stuff. You guys haven't even had a chance to say hello yet. Situated, unless you, aggressively deny their services. Situated, she looks at all of you, beaming with a bright smile, and says, "So, you never responded. What have we done to bring such great heroes into our humble establishment?"
Heroes gotta have fun. Wink.
Fun indeed. Shall I bring you the VIP menu, son of Pythor?
I mean, I could take a gander. This is so hard. Look at everyone. This is so hard. I'm looking, right? Like... Alright, I'll take a look.
Go ahead.
Okay. Everyone on our VIP list is of the highest birth and caliber. Understandably, the cost of their pleasure cannot be provided for free. Here we go. And should just paste the fucking menu in, because we could do that shit. There we go. So there is Axios, the son of Narcissus, the lost god of beauty. And she looks right at you, Reset, as she says that. Like, she knows who she's dealing with. She did her background work. She knows what's going on here. There is Calypsa, the daughter of a Nereid and a sea elf. I understand one of you... Oh, Lord Astreus Raude is not with us. I thought perhaps he could quench his thirst for the oracle with our lovely sea nymph, or perhaps her aunt, Doria, a daughter of a naiad, a river nymph. We also are offering in tonight's services Eotia, daughter of an Ori, in case you want to levitate while you are entertained. And then Callistor, son of Pythor, the greatest lover ever. Phasis, the son of Helios, the ancient god of the sun, forgotten by many, but remembered by those who have felt the touch of his kin. Strymon, son of a Nereid, and Tegete, daughter of an Oread. You, as she points to Talus, if I heard the stories of the bard correct, were up close and personal with an Oread, were you not? They can have a fiery temper.
Yes.
I would dissuade you, though. I worry that your wooden body would not survive her. So, please take time to consider. I will have finger foods brought by, more wine. If you'd like something a bit more special, we have exotic brews and other delicacies. And you could tell with the passive insight she's talking about drugs that can be provided at cost, of course. But please, enjoy yourselves. And she kind of bustles out of the room.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna go after her a little bit and whisper to her.
I'm not really interested in the escorts. I was wondering if you knew someone who was really good at 20 squares.
She gets a wry smile on her face, and she says, you must have already deduced that I am one of the greatest players in the world, second only to Queen Valis.
Oh? And may I get your name?
But I would only battle against someone who had collected 8 badges.
I only have one.
Then you have a long way to go, Rishi. But my name is Ambrosia. And she hands you a
Ambrosia.
tiny piece of paper with her name written on it.
I've only just started my journey, and I've been doing everything I could to get better. I even bought this book. I show her the Dummy's Guide to 20 Squares. Do you have any advice for someone who's still learning the game?
If you have time, always research your opponent ahead of time. Find out what their weaknesses are and exploit them. For example,
See.
it is known by few that Philippocles, son of Pythor, is having an illicit affair with his sister. I'm sure I'm sure his game of 20 squares would not go so well if you were to casually bring that up as he started to win.
Wait, how did you get that information? Even I don't know that.
She gives you a sly wink. Well, I never said the information was true. And she lets out a long, melodious laugh, the likes of which your dungeon master is physically incapable of making, and begins to depart to see to her other patrons.
I'm gonna sit down.
Okay.
Phil,
What's up?
is it
Just
true?
looking at the menu.
Are the rumors true?
Wait, what rumors?
Something about you and your sister.
Stop. Phil leans really close to you. Are you sure you want to ask me these questions?
No, I think I'm okay.
Alright. Callistor, son of Pythor, that man sounds interesting. Right, guys? Looks at everybody else.
He does?
I think it's a woman. Isn't it?
Oh, Callister is most assuredly a man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and a mortal woman. I thought it was like, and she's
Yeah.
a woman.
Oh, no,
Son
no,
of
no. They were...
Pythor and a woman.
that's what I thought. Reading that. Excuse me.
I even have a handout for him. He's so important. Hold on.
I'm sure this is a table from the book. It's just basic.
It is actually a table from the book. They had a hooker table in the book. Yep. That's BioWare for you. Alright, let me see. Again, not everybody made the migration over, so I have to sometimes kind of grab stuff real quick. While I am, you guys could be discussing your strategy. Your whorehouse strategy.
We think one of the agents of this woman is here.
Oh, probably. We just have to find a way to mention her, but naturally. I didn't expect Ambrosia to be such a powerful 20 Squares player. I failed Anna. I'm gonna give her the pouch.
What was in the pouch again? Just money?
500 gold.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
the most money we've ever had.
Alright, so that's Callistor, son of Pythor.
He looks
Yeah.
familiar. He looks like Phil.
Yeah, you know, now that you mention it, he kind of does. Phil looks so much older though, like he's had a real hard life, unlike this guy that works at a whorehouse. So, or that guy uses hair dye. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna grab Reset and Anastasia, and I'm gonna say, let's go mingle. We can tell the story of the really cool stuff that happened at this super private party to people that we find.
Okay.
All right, so you guys begin to mingle. All right. As you do, you can see that a lot of people are engaged in entertainment. Assuming that this is not uncomfortable for you as citizens of Thylea, you could sort of try and wedge yourself into their group, or sort of invite yourselves in, mingle, that sort of thing. Just bullshit to me. What skill combination would you be using to segue into your investigation?
I would like to look around, I guess, the hot tub area.
Okay.
With insight, I'm going to look at everyone to see if I can figure out if any of them is I don't know, has the symbol of the Lady of the Coin hidden somewhere, or
So you're just gonna start investigating people's bodies, looking for like?
Oh yeah, they're in the hot tub. Yeah.
Okay.
Tattoos.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
With advantage. 22.
Oh yeah, 22. So as you are looking around, you do see that there are two individuals that are in the process of being entertained at one end of the pool. One of them does have a mark on her back that looks like a serpent.
Oh, Hypatia. Is that the one? The serpent?
I don't know, is it?
Yeah, I mean, you have keen mind. It looks vaguely similar to... You do have keen mind still, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah, it looks vaguely similar to what was painted on the statue.
Okay. I mean, I'll say maybe. I guess let's get in the tub.
Well, first, Ambrosia taught me that before we face an opponent, we need to find out information about them. So why don't we ask around to see if we can get her name and stuff first?
Who is like attending to her? What kind of person is attending to her?
They don't have anybody off the VIP menu, but they do have a they have 3 individuals, 2 ladies and a man, and she seems to be sharing them with her companion, who is a Minotaur.
Do we want to segue in with the Minotaur?
Sure. Just like hey, we have a friend who's a Minotaur.
Oh God!
Goodness.
Man, all right.
Oh, gosh.
Wasn't
Wow.
that so cool when the Lady
Maybe-
of the Coins burned down that thing?
Okay, that's a little
Maybe
bit
if
better. That's a
Anna
little bit
does
better.
it. Yeah, maybe if Anna does it, because she was there.
For-
Yeah,
When the
I
house
wasn't
burned
there,
down?
so
No.
when you guys like liberated the entire market.
I mean, wasn't really us. Day.
Okay, just use Hypatia's whatever she said. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Anastasia, they're being put on the spot. How do you segue into this thing?
Oh man.
Just think about all the times you've been into brothel in real life and wanted to bother strangers who were engaged in fornication. It's easy.
Yeah.
Or you could just say, I'd like to dial it in, and then just roll what are we using in 5e nowadays? Persuasion? Yeah, give me a persuasion check. Oh man, look at this. I even have art for the bath. I'm going through my my folder of stuff that didn't get migrated over. This is the good stuff here. Let's see. Show players. Here we go. Share with all. And show. There we go.
Ooh. Yeah, I think, explain to me the situation again. So there's the woman who has the tattoo, and she's hanging out with the Minotaur, who is being helped by other escorts.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. But the woman does have a tattoo that, according to Hypatia, is very similar to the one that was painted on her aunt. Her aunt, the statue.
Yeah, I think Anastasia will casually disrobe and then enter the bath. And then probably just find a quiet corner nearby, but not next to them, and just be trying to relax and, like, it's like a heavy sigh.
Do you need me? Risette's gonna go into I guess this robe and go next to Anna. And I heard that we could pretend like we're interested in him, and then you can give like a giggle, and then maybe he'll notice and come over.
Ooh, yeah. Yes.
All right, give me a persuasion or performance to simulate the effects of your girlish giggle of interest. And then immediately update your LinkedIn profile with your new skill set. All right. With Reset helping out, Reset, give me a d20 roll. Oh, damn. Okay. So this would be a 26. As the two of you let out girlish laughs of interest, Hypatia, what are you doing as you watch these two like strip and jump into the hot tub?
Well, I mean, I would join them, but like more slowly.
Oh, I got you. Like you
yeah.
taking your time. Like you don't have like a pull string that just makes your clothes fall off, like
I do
some
not.
Arisians do. Gotcha.
No.
Okay.
It's a pretty fancy dress.
Yeah. You see this Minotaur. He kind of like pushes down the attendant and looks over at you guys. And then he raises a 3-fingered hand and waves to you. Hey.
Like probably 3 of the snakes wave back.
Okay. Encouraged, he murmurs to this lady who has the tattoo, and begins to wade over to you. He's not as big as Bullbug. He's a medium-sized Minotaur. And he makes his way over to you guys. As he approaches, he says, evening. My name is Agenor. I couldn't help but hear your melodious laughter.
Why, thank you. Quite the charmer.
It was hard to recognize you at first, without your clothing, but you are the ladies of the Chosen. How fortuitous that one such as myself would run into 3 such legendary women. The only thing that could be greater would be if Valis, Akira, and Lutheria herself were here. And he kind of waits, because that one's worked before in the past, but he's getting a little nervous, because it's like, dang, that's one of my best moves. It's one of my best moves. You can kind of see it on his face, like the uncertainty. And he says,
why did you come alone? I'm gonna point to his friend.
Oh, I'm not alone. I'm here with my friend. And he points to her.
Does she
I'm,
not want to join us?
I'm gonna whisper that in to him that while some of us here are interested in manly creatures, some others of us have different tastes.
Oh.
And I'm gonna squeeze his muscles.
Okay. He is confused, but obviously excited. We don't need to explain how you know. And then he says, blushing, "Oh, my friend is Heliodora. She's a freedom fighter, and very strong. She likes boys and girls too.
I will wink at Resent.
She's very busy right now, but maybe later. For now, I would seek to hog your attention for myself."
Well, Againor, could you later tell Heliodora that I'd like to speak with her?
Sure. You have a room here tonight?
That can be easily arranged.
Oh, I was going to invite you to ours. We have a lot of money. The boss paid us good because we did good job tonight.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
What did you...
There was this big party, and we went and, we went and helped the boss. And then he kind of catches himself and says, with the party. And so she was very happy. They gave us much drachmae, told us to go and celebrate.
Oh,
that's wonderful.
we were at a party too tonight.
There are many parties to celebrate your great deeds.
Yeah.
I saw the parade. That bullbug is very big.
He is. And you know what? He joined us after the Lady of Coin set the Minotaurs free.
Oh, that wasn't the Lady of Coin. That was... Oh! And you see him kind of cover his snoot. And he says, "Yes, the Lady of Coin did that. She burned Batman's house."
Well, we all thought that was super cool.
Yeah, it was super cool. It was super cool.
So at this point, could
Yeah,
That's
sure.
let's go by the kind of entrance to the map and see if I recognize the Minotaur as one of the ones that helped free from the fires. If not,
I'll be honest, there's only so many Minotaur miniatures I have. You don't recognize them as one of the ones you rescued, because all of them moved up to Astoria. Yeah, you do see your three allies sitting in the corner of the warm scented pool next to this medium-sized Minotaur. Only 7 feet tall. He's a little guy. He kind of looks over and he sees you, and he gets a nervous look on his face because he has heard the stories from the bard about your time with the Amazon, and he kind of looks defensively at the three ladies he's macking on. Ladies, you see the Minotaur's gaze nervously go to the corner of the bathhouse where you see Talus in the shadows.
I'll proceed on. I'm not.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm having flashbacks to you hiding under someone's bed. It still haunts me. Yeah, so Talus begins heading over towards you guys.
So I was gonna head over to actually, I just wanted to pass by the room. And
Oh,
see
okay, fair.
where they were, and then go speak to the matron of the bathhouse brothel.
Oh, okay, fair enough. You try to track down Ambrosia. Got it.
Yes.
All right. Philippides, what are you doing while your allies are out and about?
I'm looking over the menu.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drinking bowls of wine.
Okay, fair.
I'm wondering if that coin pouch we were given is gonna pay for one of these fine individuals on the menu. But I was
Yeah.
never made that promise, and Phil gave all his money away to beggars.
So the prices on the menu, I had to crop them because there was sensitive information in between the price and the names of the people. Axios is 100 gold for the evening. Calypso is 200 gold for the evening. Doria, a steal, only 50 drachmae for the evening. Eosa, 100 gold for the evening. Callister, this is a little insulting to you, I think. It's only 50 gold for the evening. Phasis is 250 gold, the most expensive companion on the menu. Strymon, 100 gold, and Tegete is 50 gold.
I didn't remember them as you said them, but Phil's
fair.
gonna be like, "Yes, I need money. I don't have any money."
Simple enough. You just line these up with the table up top. Then all the sensitive information will be hidden. Wait, there it is. Okay. It's like a puzzle. You have to like put it together.
Yeah.
People say I don't do enough puzzles. There we go. All right, so
yeah.
Yeah, Phil, just do whichever. I mean, I assume we'll throw it on a tab anyway. And then we'll pay for it at the
I'm
end.
not there, but you should challenge Callum's store to a contest.
A contest of strength.
Is this for your fan art or fanfic?
Maybe.
No comment.
All right, let's see. All right. I think I found the ambrosia art. Moving to a new place is hard. Okay, here we go. None of this is gonna get your stream taken down to Anastasia. Don't worry. It's not like the butthole thing. It's not like that.
It's a mature stream, it's probably fine. He says.
I don't know. I got yelled at pretty hard about the whole butthole thing. So, everybody makes mistakes. All right, there we go. All right, so Talus, you track down Ambrosia, and there we go. She is resplendent with her purple, green, and blue feathers, and she is checking in like a person who is good at running a business does on all of her various tables, checking in on people and whatnot. As you approach, she excuses herself from the table that she is talking to and approaches you and says, the wooden man. What can I do for you, Talus, the lost one?
I seek an audience with somebody who you, of course, being the lovely matron, might know. I'm looking for a lady who has an appreciation for coins.
You're looking for a coin dancer, then? And you think she's referring to the dancers that have, like, the coin outfit that as they move, the coins, like, flip across their bodies and then flip back across their bodies? It's like a type of belly dancing. We have such an entertainer. I can send her by your table, or if you'd like to secure a room. The dance could be quite impressive.
Unfortunately, I don't think we quite caught what I meant.
I'm sorry.
On the table, I'll
a
draw
lady
this
who's interested in coins.
I'll
Do you
draw
need-
this in
Oh, you draw the symbol? Oh, okay, okay. Do you just like carve it into her table, or do you like trace it with your finger? Like, how do you draw the?
Dip my finger in wine and kind of do
Okay.
like the painting on the table. So
Okay. Give me a persuasion or performance check, unless you try to be super tough about it. Then give me an intimidate.
oh no. Try this and see how it goes.
Okay. She nods to you and she says, "Oh, I take your meaning." And she quickly sort of grabs a nearby cloth and wipes the symbol away. I might, I might know someone like that, but I have it on good authority that a lot of individuals are going to be looking for someone like that. Word travels fast in the information business.
True. And he'll take out 10 drachma.
She looks at your 10 drachma and she says, are you trying to purchase a more expensive bottle of wine?
So I take it as this is not enough.
I mean, look at that menu up there.
Yeah,
Okay.
She says,
but I don't
you and yours have done a great deed for the people of this city and the people of this district, most especially the children. I understand that you stopped the cults of Lytheria from continuing their foul deeds. That means a great deal to me and to Callister, who would not stop talking about his suspicions of the Temple of Lytheria and was completely intolerable for days after it was revealed what they were up to. I will see what I can do. And you look down and your 10 drachma is gone though. Like you must have, you must have dropped it or something. All right. Back in the hot tub. Agador, he's relieved that Talus has left. He doesn't know how he could compete with such a cool dude that has 2 wooden wieners. So now that he's out of the way, he feels a lot more confident. And he says, so where were we? So we have our own room tonight, and lots of drachma to spend. It is good times. It is good. It is a good time to fight for freedom.
I bet you have some really good stories.
Oh, do I? Yeah. Well, what kind of stories do you want to hear?
Well, I don't know. You seem to know all about our stories. You should share some of yours.
Oh, okay. There was this one time where I was supposed to guard a door. I guarded that door for 3 days. I only slept 2 times.
Must have been a very important door.
You bet. You bet. It was the trap door that leads from the sewers into the secret hideout.
You
And
have
then-
a secret hideout?
And at first,
I
he's like, "Oh shit!" It's like real. It's like Hagrid if he was a Minotaur. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Shouldn't have said that.
yeah. But seeing that you're into it, he's like, "Oh yeah, it's so cool." You probably wouldn't even believe me if I told you how cool it was actually. So.
Try us.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's so cool. I mean, you'd probably be like, no, don't tell stories. That's impossible. So I don't want to.
I'm sure
Man.
we can have. I'm sure we have a lot of cool things to show you, too.
Oh,
we
wow.
hang out in Valus's wing of the palace all the time. I'm sure it's not as good as that.
Oh, it's way cooler. That's so much cooler than something boring like that. It's really manly and big.
And I'm gonna, like, drop some outrageous details about Valus's wing of the palace and be like, oh, does it have a thing? You know.
Nobody even drinks espresso anymore. Listen. He kind of looks over at his ally. His ally is performing Kamasutric acrobatics, the likes of which even Philippocles would take notes on. Seeing that she's distracted, conspiratorially, he leans in. He makes sure that his forearm is touching Rosette's forearm, because it's breaking the physical boundaries, so that he could, like, cause he read that in the pickup book that he keeps with him. And he says, our hideout is inside the Colossus of Pythor.
I'd be like, that's really daring.
Yeah, it turns out it's hollow inside. So we built a fort in there. There's all kinds of cool stuff and traps, and that's where we keep all our supplies. It's so cool.
Okay, you win.
Man.
That is definitely cooler than Valus's palace.
That's what I thought, yeah. Man, when I started today, I was like, Gaynor, life is hard, but you're a freedom fighter, and you're making a difference. But now, oh, how the gods bless me. The 3 most beautiful women in all of Thylea, hanging on my every word. Oh boy, this is the best night of my life.
Oh god, I feel bad now.
Oh, Gaynor, the night has just started.
That's how the nice guys get you.
Yeah, he smiles really big, and you see that he has beautiful flat cow teeth. He's a 2nd generation Minotaur.
Alright, why don't you write down where your room is, and we'll stop by later.
I don't have anything to write it with.
Well, I'm sure you can find something.
We're behind the amethyst door. What do you need time? You don't just want to get started right now? And he reaches for his, pretty decent,
dice?
his we'll say his bull-sized weapon. His bull-sized weapon.
Well, we're,
Patience.
we wouldn't want anybody else to get jealous, you know.
Oh. Yeah, he doesn't want anybody else to try to join in. That would suck. He says, oh, okay. I'll go upstairs to get everything ready. Is there any special food or drink you'd like?
Just... can you get some grapes?
Sure. All right, and he stands up, but he is very excited about what is to come. Nearly hits you upside the head, Rosette, as he turns left and then turns right. You put your Oresian skills to the test, dipping, diving, and limboing out of the way. And then he rushes over in the direction of Heliodora. Okay. He leans down and whispers to her something. And she kind of stops what she's doing and peers at you through a tangle of limbs.
I'll give her a wink.
All right. Give me a deception check.
Okay.
Wait, couldn't it also be persuasion? I'm just saying, I don't know.
Maybe.
Deceptive or you being persuasive?
Do you want this to be blind or?
I should probably be blind because I don't know exactly how well you delivered these goods. Okay. She nods at you. And goes back to what she was doing. All right.
Let's go.
Having permission, he rushes out of the bath, grabbing like a linen towel to wrap himself. He seems very excited, like a kid for Christmas. He rushes out of the bath.
Okay, let's find Phil and let's get out of here.
Oh man. I feel so bad.
I mean,
It's
you don't want to talk to her too?
Yeah, I do want to talk to her.
All right. Eventually, Heliodora wears out her attendants, who stagger away. You see her take another deep sip of her nearby bowl of wine. She's sweaty, hair matted, her eyes unfocused. She looks over at you guys curiously. Drunkenly, she says, Hey, are you just going to stare? What is it that you said to Agenor to make him so happy? He told me he is upstairs, and that I should stay entertained here for many hours.
I'm gonna roll my eyes. Be like, that's not what we suggested.
Oh no? Agenor is a fine specimen, the great man. You could do better, but it would take quite a bit of work.
I was hoping that you would join us. I'm
Me?
sure I expressed that to him.
Ah, I see. The songs of the bard are true, Arisian. Interesting. And she sort of, I don't want to say slither, but she kind of, languidly moves through the warm, scented waters towards you. You guys are wondering, how does this water stay so warm without, like, the technology to do so? They got, like, a coal bed underneath, and that's when you guys finally notice that some of the areas of steam resemble creepy old men. The steam mephits look over at you guys. Give you a thumbs up. Make a lecherous face. You don't recognize any of them as the ones that attacked you outside of Versi's temple, but it's hard to tell. All right. Yeah, she heads over and sits opposite you guys, sort of wading in the water, floating there as it is, taking in your measure. She says, so the heroes of the Heartland, what brings you to these establishments?
Well, we were at a party earlier this evening.
Oh, the Nerdagen appointments.
Yeah, it turned a little sour, so we decided to move on.
Did it now? Was it the son of Pythor? Did he lose his temper? Smash someone?
No.
No?
No.
Did you say something untoward towards King Acastus and have to leave in a hurry?
I was tempted, believe me.
That man is a monster. I have to ask, I am a simple woman, a sellsword. I have simply come here to unwind. It seems strange to me that Agenor and then myself would both draw the attention of 3 such heroes.
Well, Agenor, he is quite the specimen. There's no reason he wouldn't draw attention, but, he said you were a freedom fighter.
She kind of blusters a bit and says, it is, we are mercenaries. It makes him feel like a hero to say that we are freedom fighters. But we simply do guard work, nothing special.
Well, I'll nod a little bit, like I'm super disappointed.
And she kind of narrows her eyes and she says, why? Are you looking for sellswords? I found a billet today saying that you were looking for, quote unquote, heroes for your Odyssey. which seems very much like you were looking for people to row your ship.
You are a smart one.
We are also looking for officers, those who have special skills in areas like navigation.
Oh, well, I do know quite a bit about shipping and ships. That is a big part of my work.
Perhaps then you would be interested in trying out.
I perhaps would be, but currently we are both under contract. If there is time, perhaps the contract would be over, but I am not in the habit of abandoning a client before the job is finished.
Huh. What's the job then? Surely it can't be that important.
Oh, it's odd jobs here and there. Odd hours. Exciting locations. Some would say it is good work. I do not worry about such things. Only that I am paid and that I do a good job. You guys get vibes that she is heavily suspicious. This is no horny Minotaur. All right, while you guys are ruminating on that, back to you, Phil. Do you spend some of your auntie's money on a hooker?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Callister.
Oh, dang. Okay. Ambrosia gives you a knowing smile that says, "We do not judge here, son of Pythor. Let me go summon the son of Pythor." And yeah, the music dies down. And do we have the John Cena music? Can we throw the John Cena music on for this guy to show up? Like, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Why not? Hold on. Yeah, so the nice Witcher 3 brothel music, so the best time you could spend in Rivia. No, the game doesn't play Rivia. But anyways, here we go. Also, I think the lady in charge of the best brothel is the best Gwent player in the whole game. All right, here we go. The music stops, and then the John Cena theme begins playing, and your brother does like a front flip off of the second story balcony, lands and begins dancing. Everyone begins to cheer. He picks up a table and he spins it above his head, and as things fall off, he grabs them with his offhand and he either eats or drinks them before tossing them to the ground, and then places the table back down. He looks around, a big smile on his face, and he says, "Who has called for the son of Pythor?"
I'm over here. Kind of just waving him over.
Okay. There's a murmur through the crowd. It's scandalous. It's scandalous. He looks scandalized. And he glowers at you. "You wish to insult me, brother?"
Why were you insulted?
"I would not lie with my own brother. What you
Did I
take
not-
me for? One of the Titans?"
I'm just making this awkward now. I just wanted to talk.
Oh. But it's
thought
still
that-
going to. Ambrosia says it will still cost you 50 drachmae, and the 50 drachmae is gone. You have no idea where it went. It's gone. All right, but he does sit. He does sit next to you. All right. Well, pleased to meet you, brother.
think you're the first I've met. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
I heard there's lots of us.
So many. So many. There's apparently a cat person out on one of the islands.
Cat person?
Mm-hmm. Our father, he'll stick his dick at anything.
Runs in the family.
I'm pretty sure there's at least 24 dryads that were birthed from sexy-looking trees. You can see he's kind of bristling with anger a bit. So, according to the tales of our auntie, you've made quite the impression on father.
Yeah, he's not what I expected.
Yeah. Yeah, I met him once. He came in here and he made an absolute jackass of himself. I tried to calm him down and we got in a fight. I lost. But I think he lost more. He hasn't ever come back. And I haven't bothered to see him ever since. To think that he used to be one of the greatest warriors in all of Thylea. Now he's just a fat sack of shit.
Well, I mean, he's getting it together. You should meet him. It's really turning it around.
Yes, I heard the bard's song, This Little Pythor. Apparently, the love of a piglet has healed his heart.
Was your mother taken too?
And you see him kind of look away, and he's trying to mask himself in toxic masculinity. You can see him destroying all his feelings as they appear, like he's playing a game of Space Invaders. Maybe. Yes. She was taken away by a green dragon.
Yes, Hexia.
Yes.
Mine as well.
We lived in a small village outside of Astoria. My mother was not yet married to Pythor. She was one of his many admirers and lovers. But eventually, he found himself without a wife or husband, and he can never stand to be alone, I guess. So he proposed to my mother. On the day of their wedding, a great shadow fell over the festivities. The wedding was held on the common grounds of the village. Pythor stood by and did nothing as that beast stole my mother and destroyed my home. After the devastation, I dug my way out of the rubble and found relief efforts were underway, but Pythor was nowhere to be seen. I didn't have much except this incredible body he had given me. I felt that whoring it out would be a proper way to repay him.
Yeah, I mean, you made yourself onto the big menu, the special one. That's.
I did, but I can't seem to get above 50 drachmae. It's very frustrating.
They're robbing you, bro.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Phasis, the son of Helios, that's a bunch of bullshit. His father is not the ancient sun god. That is just a bunch of nonsense. He's got like some sorcerer powers that he uses to bamboozle everybody, make his eyes glow, that kind of thing, make his dick warm up, you know, like, oh, the power of the sun. No, that's prestidigitation. Come on.
So frustrating. Well,
That's why this year I'm entering the Great Games. If I could make a name for myself at the Great Games, that will easily raise my menu price. Awesome.
I'll be in the
When they
games
present
too.
with- Oh, really? You have a team yet?
Wait, you need a team?
Many of the events are team-based. Often, I don't know if it's this year, but certain years they have each major city or nation represented by a team. The Oresians, the Astorians, the Mitrians, Islanders, so on and so forth.
I mean, I've got some friends. I don't know if you've heard about them, the Chosen of the Oracle.
Oh, right, yeah, I've heard about them. Yeah, the bard used to come in here, at least once a week. Whew. That lady can party hard. Haven't seen her in a while, though.
Yeah, me neither. Well, Callistor. Have you heard, about the Ultras?
I have. The great ship. I made a lot of money on the celebration day. It has been hard work, but profitable. So thank you.
Well,
But more so than finding some ghost ship, I want to thank you for saving those children. I knew that Trellis and Septia were up to no good. I kept seeing them around. Children. Made my skin crawl. I didn't know why. I was always suspicious. Always thought something was going on. I could never convince anyone to go and check it out.
yeah, I mean, we're doing what good we can, you know.
These
Trying
people,
to make
they're all
this place right.
They're all sheep. They think just because Lutheria's got a great set of tits and Sidon looks like an Adonis, that everything's okay. Everything's not okay. It's like they've forgotten history. They've forgotten that those two tried to destroy us. But I can't talk like that freely, or it upsets the clientele.
Well, I'm glad your head is in a good spot, especially everything you've been through. But what I was trying to say is that Ultros can traverse the seas. I intend to take it to Hexia's island and bring her down for good. And I was just wondering if you wanted in on a little revenge for your mother.
I would like that very much, brother. As long as you set sail after the Great Games, I will sail with you.
We will be.
All right. He does like the predator wrist grasp with two big muscle arms grabbing each other, and he smiles at you and says, excellent. Why don't I introduce you to some of my off-menu friends?
Sounds good.
All right. Talus, what do you do while you wait for Ambrosia to get back to you?
I guess just try to be observant of what's going on.
Okay, fair enough. You watch the two sons of Pythor talk it out. You watch a very horny Minotaur waddle up the stairs, pitching a tent of linen, and he orders many grapes before he heads upstairs.
Okay.
All right. Time passes, and eventually Ambrosia returns to you and says, I understand that your association with the Queen is made a woman who favors coins uncomfortable. I can pass a message along to her, but she refuses to speak with you.
if you could, just pass along that she's doing good work, but we really should talk.
I shall. As she nods to you and heads back. All right. Back at the hot tub. Suspicious lady still suspicious, frozen in time, waiting for this to come back around. Does anyone do anything to dissuade her suspicion?
I'm gonna give Anastasia's not one for subterfuge. She's gonna give both Rosette and Hypatia a look, like she's gonna just straight up ask her, "What do I get back from them?"
Okay, you guys have nearly died together enough times that you share this low-grade telepathy. You look at Anastasia and know what she intends to do.
I would just shrug. I thought she was smart.
Rosette?
Okay. You there, Rosette? Anastasia's making it look like she just wants to tell this lady what's going on and not try to use subterfuge.
If she's suspecting something, I mean, yeah, just go ahead.
So I'll kind of wait over to her, and I will get close enough that she can hear me.
Okay.
And I'll just ask. We're afraid your employer may have stirred up a lot of trouble, and we would just like to get her perspective on things.
Oh man, yeah. She raises an eyebrow and says, "Are you after the bounty?"
No.
We think that she may need a friend soon. Or 6 friends.
We would hear what she has to say. Things go too much further.
I will let her know. Am I to understand then that my very good friend has been sent upstairs to die of blue balls then?
Just, God, I
Could
feel
you-
really bad now.
Could you tell him that unfortunately something came up
Oh no.
and we had to go?
You're terrible.
This is so
Oh.
awful.
She rolls her eyes and she says, "Ah, I see."
But we will send an escort from the VIP list to him.
There you go.
How about this, she says, with a look at her face. Why do you not prove to me how important it is that you speak with my employer by making right what has happened to Agenor? Why not send Eosia, Doria, and Calypsa to lie with him in your place?
Sure.
I'm just checking the price.
Oh
Yes,
no!
yeah.
Come on. Yeah, I think
Well,
that's a
we,
very
we
good
have to have the
solution.
money. We do.
Yeah.
So that's that's 350. Yep. I will. We will let Ambrosia know.
Okay, she seems impressed. She says, huh. Well then. I will let him know that adventure has called you away, but you have sent less esteemed company in your place. And then, leaving him to his own devices, I will go and speak with my lady and see about arranging a meeting.
Thank you.
All right. So that went about as good as it could have, I think. Talus is having a message delivered. You're having a message delivered. Both messages are on the same brand. Yeah, like, so whatever you do with the rest of your evening is your business. I don't know if they're gonna ask to meet with you like right away, or if it's gonna take a couple hours, or any of that. The woman does stop and say, "Where would be a good place to meet up and deliver the message?" A place and time.
What about that college bar that Phil and I went to? And like, say, early, like pre-happy hour tomorrow.
That could be arranged. Okay. And she rises from the water and walks off.
I'm gonna find Ambrosia.
Yep. Ambrosia sees you approach and says, Resian, I was hoping to get you alone. I understand you're quite a dancer, and that heroics are not paying all of the bills.
I look at my coin pouch.
The life of a 20 squares player is expensive.
I have a starting business, but it's not really.
Yes, the
gotten
sandals.
anything from it yet.
Sandals, yes. Well, that is because you are not reaching the people the way it should be. I love Kyra as much as anyone, but some of her songs about you are just not very flattering. The one where you get stuck in Philippocles' butt. I hear it all the time. It can't be good for your image. You need to recapture that. Show everyone you are in control. And you could do that by dancing here. Nothing that would make you uncomfortable. It could be traditional Resian affairs.
Like on a stage.
Exactly. Classy. Beautiful.
Maybe something can be arranged. If I have time.
Oh, from what I understand, your great ship requires many repairs. This could also be an opportunity to attract the crew.
Yes, but there's a lot of training that needs to be done.
Okay, so just I'm not asking you to dance every hour of the day, sweet Arisian. Just a few nights a week.
What? How much can I expect?
Well, according to Xanathars, and she reads you the Xanathar's entry, which says that at most you could probably make 35 gold a week, maybe a little bit more, but if you're just dancing, probably going to cap out at 35 gold a week.
If I was to dance here, could you add a little something for me?
The draw would
like-
be tremendous. Oh, what is it that you need then?
I would like 3 hours of your time. Every night that I work.
Phew, once a week. Tops.
Alright.
You're just gonna lose all that money you're making.
Well, no, this is training. This is training. I'm training with like an elite 4.
Yeah, this is like she's gonna learn all of her secrets, and then when she finally comes back to face her off in that final game.
She warns you. I play a dirty game. Are you sure you could walk a path of shadows on your 20 squares journey?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Then we have
Whatever
an
it
accord,
takes to beat
Arisian.
Gaius.
Oh, she kind of smirks and says, he is quite the player. And quite handsome.
He has what I want.
Oh. Well, I had thought from the stories that you never wanted something like that. But to each their own.
Did you see him when he won that?
Oh, I have
that
seen him.
Magical set.
Oh,
Magical set from Alexi.
You refer to the game of 20 squares sets that was blessed by the goddess of wisdom herself. Essentially an
course.
artifact that could change the entire world that fell into the hands of a servant of Sidon.
That set will be mine.
Well, you sound less confident than you should be. You definitely need to train. It is a deal then. You will dance 3 nights a week, and I will train you 1 night a week. You may keep whatever wages you are able to earn.
Yes.
And all the grapes you can eat. And she gives you a wry smile.
Oh yes, about that. We want to pay for 3 of your VIPs. There's a lonely Minotaur in the amethyst room.
Ah, yes, I saw him limping up the stairs. And you arranged for the 3 nymphs to go and care for him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
She says, it is a kindness that you do to him. I doubt even he could stand up to the trainings of an Eregian monk, especially when your competitive spirit arises. Well, I have much to do. The hour grows late, but that is only good, for we are in a time of celebration thanks to your great heroics. If there's nothing else you need, I expect to see you in, we'll say 3 days hence. Will be your first night of work.
I shall see you then.
All right. And she all but flies away. She is so elated by this business transaction.
I might have a proposition, actually.
Oh, do you kind of like step out of the shadows as she begins to fly away? Like,
Yes, to speak to her privately.
oh, okay. You kind of pull her aside. She says, "Oh, great, tell us. You need something? I have not heard back yet, but your message has been sent."
And I thank you for that.
Hmm.
I couldn't help but overhear possible employment opportunities.
Oh, she kind of eyes you up and down. I mean, yes. Yes. The plaything of the Amazons.
Are you
I
gonna
think-
make the VIP list?
I think we have a new menu item.
Perhaps a few nights a week I could come and earn some extra coin.
I would like that very much. Let us discuss it in greater detail in my office. And she leads you back to her office, wherein she demands to see the 2 wooden dogs that the Amazon gave you. But we fade to black, so don't post the screenshot up. We don't want to get banned on Twitch again. So, all right. You guys.
We were never banned on Twitch, guys.
You guys finish up your investigations. What you do at the brothel is totally your business and the business of anyone writing a fan fiction for this campaign. Suffice to say, you eventually head back to the palace because you're a bunch of mooches, and you stay in the palace of the Queen's Wing, I'm assuming.
I'll stay on the Ultras with the.
Oh, okay. Hype.
Keep the tree spirit.
yeah.
company.
She also doesn't sleep, so the 2 of you just sit there watching the stars. All right. Morning comes, and we could finally turn off this brothel music. All right. So,
I tell everyone on the way back how I met my brother, and how he's gonna come with us on our Odyssey.
Oh, the way you say that warms my heart. So, all right. In the morning, you have breakfast. Eggs, flatbread, cheese, fruit, some exotic fruits from the islands. Something called a banana, bananab, something like that. It's yellow. It's phallic. You gotta peel it apparently. But yeah, you guys sup.
I want to take a lot of the ingredients and then roll it up into a little pita bread
Oh no.
and eat it.
Valis sees you make a breakfast burrito, and she has to excuse herself from the table. I have business to attend to. And you see the crystal tears stream anime style as she briskly walks from the room. She murmurs under her breath, "Fucking burrito." All right. Her guard rushes after her, catching the tears so that no one could see the weakness as it flees the queen's body. All right, so let me see. We got to make it morning. So let's see. There's a morning button. Advance to daytime. 7 a.m. might be too early for you guys after your long night of investigations. So let's go to 9 a.m. There we go.
Please. 10.
10 a.m.
Set has been training since 6 a.m.
Oh, but your old master back at Regia would probably be curious. What have you been training? Have you been training your monk skills, or are you just training 20 squares, Reset? That's the real question.
Oh, is this time for the downtime?
I think you probably need to wrap up this thing with the Lady of Coin one way or the other.
So yeah, at 6 a.m. I would have looked for, I guess, the Amazon and just started asking them if I could hop in on some of their morning training.
Yeah, I think you had done that maybe a little bit before. So yeah, they're definitely okay with it. There is definitely a sadness that hangs over them because they were excited to see Karina again, and hearing news of her death has definitely saddened them greatly. And you kind of feel that emptiness during the training, where that's where she would be. That's where she would be training, kind of deal.
Yeah, it's not like she can fill in the void or anything, but she's just gonna kind of be there.
Okay. All right. So before she ran away for the burrito, Valis did ask you how it went with your investigation. How did it go with your investigation, Anastasia?
Sorry. We've arranged a meeting. We'll speak with her, hear her perspective on things.
Are you worried it perchance will be a trap?
Yes.
Well, I hope that she can be reasoned with. There is a great burden she carries with her. I was never able to ascertain what motivated her. But whatever it is has scarred her greatly and pushed her further than it should have. If you see her and there is a chance, tell her that I am sorry. I could not do more. And I could not do more with the rapidity that she needed.
I will.
Then you make your burrito as she runs out of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, as the day progresses, eventually, you do reach dusk, and you head over to. We'll just go to the Mitros page, I guess. reload that bad boy. Yeah, we'll just go over to the Beatros map, and you guys will go over to the university grounds and try to meet with this lady. All right. This Lady of Coin, as she is called. Now, being a vigilante and a gangster and a Medusa, she, of course, does not attend the meeting in person. But instead sends one of her many agents out in the field to meet with you instead. For budget reasons, it's just going to be the lady from the other night. So, let me grab her real quick. All right, so the crowd is not very big over on the university grounds. Probably because it's raining. Look at that shit. Oh, man. Wow. Foundry. Blowing my fucking mind. I didn't even ask you what the weather was. You just started raining on our map. Completely overcast with light drizzles. 58 degrees Fahrenheit. All right. Good stuff. But you guys went to dusk, I guess, or 5, we'll say, in the afternoon. There we go. All right, so Heliodora is there, and she motions to a small table in the corner. It's the sort of clandestine booth that you would have expected. All right, the rain patters outside. The bar is mostly empty. People do recognize Hypatia. You do see Hypatia. There is the charcoal sketch of you when you won that Hot Wings challenge in your second year. It's still on the leaderboard. Some said that you were cheating because you have, 42 extra mouths. But doesn't matter. You still hold the speed record for eating those spicy wings. So, congratulations. I don't even think she's here to hear that. All right, so, do you guys take a seat?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Heliodora looks at you guys and says, I have spoken with our mutual acquaintance. She... She wants to know what it is you want besides a talk. What is this talk about? What is it that you are after? What is it that you need from her? She spent a good deal of time making sure that I knew the answers to such questions. So, please, what do you need from her? What do you need her to do?
We want to powwow real quick, like stuff we could have asked each other on the way over.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I'm just thinking we want to ask her, like, why the trafficking? Why did she attack that person at the party? Was it to get our attention or not, or just is it a statement? Anyone else have anything?
Essentially warn her that she's becoming dangerously close to the exact same thing she's trying to stop.
I think we want to tell her that we're looking for like a like-minded ally, and that we may have use for each other.
I know I'd like to mention at some point about what Valis asked me to do, as apologizing to her for not being able to help her more than she did. What else do we like know about her? Or, like stories about this person before?
She
Before
takes
recent
credit for a
events?
lot of crime. She takes credit for things. For crimes and stuff. If it suits her.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, she's a standard techniques for terrorists, you know? Like if you can take credit for something that would further your reputation, you do, kind of thing. So there's a chance that she took credit for it, not so much to help you guys, but to help herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Petty. We're talking about questions that we would like to ask or have answered.
I was listening. I assumed you just didn't
okay.
want to overhear me.
Oh, so you heard about the Hot Wings Championship?
I did.
Okay,
I
good,
did.
good. All right.
Yeah.
I was penning a physical letter to mail you to inform you of what you missed. So I'll just throw that in the trash real quick. Yeah, along with my murder mystery notes. That's okay. There's another murder mystery written into the adventure that you'll have to do if you're stupid enough to get involved in that nonsense. Anyways, sorry to interrupt. All right.
I just want to know why. Like why she's doing what she's doing. Like I just want to know. I want to know who this person is.
Okay. All right. We're gonna treat this like a divination spell-ish, right? You're gonna ask this lady some questions. She's gonna give you some answers. So rattle them off to me, and I will tell you she won't answer. She doesn't have the information, or I'll give you an answer, and then you can decide if you believe it or not. Does that work?
Yeah.
All right. You get the feeling that this incredibly intelligent mercenary is well trusted by the Lady of Coin. Unless she's using magic to disguise herself and she just is the Lady of Coin, which would be some real shit. So, but I don't think she'd agree to meet at a mage bar if she was relying on magic for her disguise.
True.
Okay, so first question, shoot.
Her goals and why.
What are her goals and why? Okay, the Lady of Coin wants to liberate the Minotaurs, which you guys have already done. Force people to accept non-standard races and give them the same rights and privileges as settler races. Break down the boundaries between the rich and the poor. Free education for all. Taxing and eating the rich. Dethroning the king of Mitros. Showing everyone that he is a sham and a lapdog of Sidon. Making hella dough, hella money, dollar bill, holla dollar bill. She's called the Lady of Coin because she wears a mask of coins to hide her hideous face, her hideous face. But visage, yeah, sure. She wears a veil of coins to hide it. Maybe she's a coin dancer. I don't know. But she also really likes money. She's always trying to get money. And over time, it has not just been let's turn people to stone. It's let's turn people to stone after we take all the jewels and the rigs and the money. While we're in the house turning people to stone, let's take all their valuable shit. So it's become less of like, I am justice, I am the knight, I am Snake Woman, and more of like, I'm a thug / organized crime. And the amount of money and the amount of greed that this woman is starting to show, at first, Heliodora was appreciative of, because they had a lot of money to go party with last night. But it is worrisome because greed, much like hubris, can lead to your undoing.
Sounds like she has become the very thing she was fighting against.
Was there a Y in there?
It is. She does say. This is. Do you point that out?
Yeah.
Anastasia. Okay. She actually says, unless you are using magic to change your appearance, Hypatia, she is much more of a serpent than you. She has no tail, but her skin is green. Her snake's long and powerful. Her gaze often turns people to stone without her even trying. I
Not
worry.
managed it yet, and I'm like super disappointed.
You'll get your cutie bark eventually. Don't worry. So, but
Yeah, level
what
20
she's
when the DC's 14.
what she's describing to you, Hypatia, is a player character Medusa who has been corrupted by their curse to the point that they are now an NPC in Medusa and no longer playable because they have all of the full abilities of a real Medusa.
Mm.
Yeah. Which indicates a definite shift in alignment towards evil.
Then she's fallen.
Don't get me wrong. Some people proved in a social experiment every Sunday morning that you can totally still accomplish many good things, even if you're evil. Though I think the ultimate end results prove that you don't want evil people to do that because it doesn't turn out too good in the end. Okay, so basically the lesson is it's bad that she's become a bad guy. There you go. But scientifically, Hypatia, this definitely sounds like a corruption. Either from the curse or as part of the curse, or her own actions and decisions are pushing her further along the curse. In a way, it's heavy on your hearts because it reminds you of what has happened to your mother. Speaking of people that like to use magic to disguise themselves. Anyways, yeah. So she kind of looks at you guys with like a challenging gaze, like because this was hard for her to admit that she's worried about her boss. All right.
In your opinion, can she be redeemed?
I do not know for certain what it is she needs all this coin for, but I don't think it is just for the sake of having it. She comes from the outer islands. I think she was an Amazon, but she does not favor the chakram. She does not have a steam fae. She rides no beast into battle. But she does command a great many serpents and can speak with them. But I have seen her fight, and it is in a style similar to the Amazons. If that is the case, then she is from the nation of Themis. I know not why she is here in Mitros. I know not why she agreed to work with the Queen. I only know that we have accomplished much good, but of late, an equal measure of darkness. There have been some especially foul nobles she has made examples of. She knows they can afford the cure, and so she shatters them.
If she were to be removed, hypothetical of course, would you take up the mantle and do her deeds in good use
No,
the
I-
title.
I feel that the change that she and the queen want is just not possible. People are who they are. They will eat the food the king sets before them and drink the wine he pours into their bowls. Whoever wears the mask of coins has no true power. The power rests with the king. The king is the people. And I do
he's
not.
is
I do
not
not-
going to live forever.
She chuckles and says, "Well, I do not have it in me to lead a rebellion against the king in a city that I love. It sounds like you're entertaining the idea of ending the Lady of Coins. I thought you sought her as an ally."
Yeah, Anastasia would prefer to help her if possible. She just has
Yeah,
no idea how we can.
we've yet to decide.
Yeah.
And I think we would need to meet her to make that decision.
All right. Heliodora smiles and says, she anticipated that you might say this, and so she lays before you a challenge. She will wait for you in the Colossus of Pythor. If you can reach her, she will speak with you. She will hear your words, and she will answer questions even I do not have answers for. I cannot swear an oath in her place, but I am confident that when she issued such a challenge, she spoke the truth. I would ask that you please do not kill me and my friends, for we will be tasked with stopping you. And we are no threats against heroes such as you.
I mean, we'll try.
What do you mean?
We would then ask that when you know you are beat, lie down.
Absolutely. I just worry about fireballs.
Fireballs. A certain chakram throwing.
Yeah.
Sounds
I
like you have much to worry about.
I will inform my men not to kill. If any of you, as you put it, lay down, you will be ignored.
Excellent.
I think it's a pretty fair.
Yeah.
It's very easy to say. I do non-lethal damage, guys. Except spells. Except fireballs.
Like, isn't this kind of petty? Like, what if I accidentally kill one of your men for no reason? She could just talk to us. It just seems petty. Like, why are we wasting these lives? It's not necessary.
She says that this will tell her everything she needs to know about you.
I'm sure she's heard the songs. I think she knows about us.
Yes, but these songs, some of them are very strange. Maxena is a unique soul. She believes that by laying this challenge before you, she will see if you are worthy as allies or enemies. But now that the price on her head is well known, she will not risk leaving her lair. When you hear the word lair, your skin crawls.
Crash, you don't need to add that last part. My skin
Oh, okay.
is already crawling when
Yeah,
I
fair,
heard the
fair,
word.
fair. You hear off in the distance a bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm not sure what that was. That was weird. There are two ways to approach our lair. Through the sewers, or you could simply walk right up to the statue and try to force your way in. That may draw the attention of other bounty hunters. And she kind of flicks her eyes to another table, and you see fucking Jango Fett's over there, and he's just kind of like, kind of nods at you, and then he like raises his bowl of wine and just splashes against his helmet because he never takes his fucking helmet off. And then you kind of you look around, you realize there's a lot of bounty hunters following you guys around. A lot of bounty hunters.
They all have little
And the sewers
beeping
will
devices.
be hidden.
Well, in the sewers, you could probably lose your pursuers, or at least confront them and, I don't know, knock them out or something. It will be good practice for knocking me and my friends out.
We should probably take the sewers, guys.
Yeah.
I don't think she would appreciate if we destroyed her hideout or gave her a location away to everyone.
Okay. She tells you that obviously you know where you need to go because, like, it's not like you don't know where the fucking Colossus of Pythor is. I think it's in the art of this picture right here. There he is. So you just go down into the sewers and you head towards the Colossus of Pythor. It shouldn't be that hard. There's not even a full set of sewers. They couldn't even finish the project. Got shut down by the king. Waste of money. Worst deal ever is one of the words that he said when he shut down the project. If people need to get rid of their shit, they'll just throw it out the window like every other city. Come on.
So what you're saying is we need to get Vulcan to start making that into a movable Colossus. It's hollow on the inside.
History. There used to be two Colossuses, the twin Colossuses of Pythor, because Pythor couldn't just have one giant Statue of Liberty that could kick the shit out of things. So he had two. Apparently, Kira was very upset because she said that equal representation, there should be a Kira Colossus and there should be a Pythor Colossus. And it went to the popular vote, and they were like, no way, two Pythors. And she was very sour about it for a long time. But one of the Colossi was completely destroyed, and the other was badly damaged and is no longer operational.
See.
But they are, in fact, ginormous fighting kaiju robots.
Awesome.
Yeah. Like Ghostbusters 2, Statue of fucking Liberty, it's for real. Yep, they can come to life and they can fight other kaiju monsters. They are currently not operational though, and have been abandoned. That was another thing that was a waste of municipal funds. Acasta shut down the care and maintenance of the remaining Colossus, sold off the parts to the other one. Because parades are expensive. All right. Sounds like you have a plan. You have any other questions for her before she departs?
What's she doing with the people that she takes?
Oh, it's sour. Okay. She kind of stops sipping and says, recently, within the last few months, she has begun selling people. And she looks very ashamed and embarrassed. This is not set well with me or my boys. I have had to lie to them and say that they are very bad men and women, and that is why they are being sent away. If they knew that we had liberated them from a life of slavery only to sell others into such a life, our cause would fall apart. The people are specifically requested by an offshore client.
That's not right. Talus is definitely bristling at this.
She pays well, often in gems, mostly emeralds. Apparently, this woman has a appetite for bards and other entertainers.
I'll turn to her and say, "You do realize how I feel about slavers."
I feel the same way. I have become what I have been trying to fight.
Then why even stay there?
Because Moxina, she has a power and a beauty that draws you in. If I left her, I would wither. I would die. I would sooner die than leave her.
You have any magical sense anything on that one? Out of character?
Any what? Any what now?
Is it any of her magic users sense anything on that comment from her?
Kind of sounds like mind control magic. Sounds like some enchantment charm, maybe, is going around. This person definitely has the symptoms of a person who is either deeply in love with someone, maybe not romantically, but loyally. Could be natural. It could be enhanced by repeated use of charm magic. I'm Patia. You've done extensive research, I'm assuming, because of your condition. It is a rare but possible ability of some Medusa to develop essentially a charming gaze, in addition to a gaze that can petrify. Some Medusa even have stunning gazes that could slow you down. They got a whole
Gazes for
Pokemon.
days.
Yeah, gazes for days. Oh man. Off of the Nyx, some gold sparkles that are floating through the slipstream of the dreamland let out a small chuckle. It's such a good joke. Such a good joke. So.
I'm gonna say if we don't kill her, she really needs to give me lessons. Like really, that's just my goal here. I want lessons to be a better Medusa.
I don't think you want to
She
get
seems
too
a
good.
little nervous. She says, "But Medusa is a curse. You do not want to embrace a curse. Down that path lies your ruin, Hypatia. Just as it waits for Moxina."
I just like one of my snakes snuggles me a little bit, and it's really cute.
Oh.
Yes, but you and I can have this conversation without eyes averted. When I am with Moxena, I must be blindfolded. Her gaze is that strong.
No.
My gaze doesn't even stop people when I try.
Have you
Aw.
considered training yourself to be more intimidating? And she gives you a stern look.
I did. I got a book at the Great Debate, so that was really helpful for my intimidation. You might say I'm proficient in it now.
She gives you a pretty rough intimidation there. 14. It's pretty intimidating.
Oh.
Oh, nice. She says, "See, like that. You made my heart stop." Do you want her to roll a Constitution save to see if you accidentally turn her to stone?
Yes, I do. God.
All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah. She like stomped it. She like
Yeah.
really made it.
Yeah. Okay. She's like, perhaps she could give you lessons. Maybe one or two. All right. When I see you again, it will be as your enemy. I will hold back, but not all the way. I need to, try my best. I'm on the clock, so. And remember, Talus. Please do not chop off my head. Please. We will make right what has happened one way or another. If you reach Moxena and your words cannot reach her heart, do what you must do. If you are forced to slay her, I will be the first to give you accolades as you collect your massive bounty. And then I will leave and try to live a life that makes amends for the crimes I helped commit.
Might I make a suggestion?
Yes?
We will try to redeem her. I give you my word. But if she cannot, join us. We'll need able bodies on the Eltros. And we do seek the same goals that you were after.
We may even be able to free those you imprisoned.
Well, I'm not rowing. But
We understand.
it is a good offer, and I will consider it. But my boys, they will be lost without me and Moxena. So, if you hire me, expect a great deal of beefy minotaurs as well.
I mean,
Can they
they
row?
can row.
Oh, they would like to row. They consider guarding a door a great honor.
Well, we need rowers. Do you like drumming? You can bang the drum.
She
fun.
she scowls. I will see what jobs are available.
Okay.
All right. So she departs. All right. I guess no time like the present. Do you have final preparations to make before you delve into the sewers of Mitros?
Pick up some blindfolds.
Okay. Blindfolds, check.
I don't know.
Are we going in at level 6 or 5?
Remember, this is timey-wimey, so you guys already leveled up, so you're going in as your level up. But all these events kind of overlap each other in a beautiful smorgasbord of cutscenes and plot development.
Yeah, we have to survive to do that downtime.
And
or
can
whatever.
I have perhaps used some of the boarding and some of the excess gold to copy some new things into my spellbook?
That would be a good idea. That would be a very good idea.
Can I have the remaining 150 from the Valis goodie bag? Pretty please.
The remaining 100. Because
Oh.
Phil used 50.
Oh, Phil did use 50. Oh, fine, that's fine.
We used
mean?
it on like 4.
Don't get at me like my expenses. Well,
No.
You're the ones who let on some poor bull, and then you let him down.
Then we made it right. Oh.
And then you made it right by spending the money that you're asking for.
That was that's what the money was for.
That's what the money was for.
I met
I'm
my
worth way
brother.
more than 400 gold.
My money was worth it.
You could have saved 400 gold and made that Minotaur happy.
Yeah.
Wow.
True.
Wow.
That's true.
I'm
Yeah.
worth a
You
lot
would have made the
more than
viewers
that.
happy. Would have made the viewers happy.
Yeah, there's definitely a fan fiction being written as we speak. All right, so, yeah, take whatever preparations that you would have had. Roughly, we'll say it's been like 3 days since you got back to town, and I would say 2 of them were flexible. So yeah, you have like 16-ish hours or more to do any nerd work that you need to do.
Would the Paratos be back?
Yeah, I would assume you could spend some of your 16 hours bringing him back. Is there any material cost, or is it just time?
Oh no, he didn't die. I
Oh,
sent
no, no,
him
no.
over to
Oh, right. Yeah, he went to visit Vulcan.
see if he
I
can,
don't
but he's
know.
gonna
I
be
don't know
back
if he'd make it back. I don't know. It's only been 2 days since he set him out, so I don't know if he would have made it back by now. So it's kind of a
Okay.
long journey for a little bird.
Not a
Yeah.
problem. Figured it
All
out.
right. All right. Any other questions or prep? Otherwise, I could load up this dungeon and pretend that we're gonna run it, even though it's late. We all have work. So let's see.
I'll probably purchase 1 fire potion for intimidation. Same ones used on the other slaver. It's home.
All right. Let's see. Where is it? I have so many maps, but now, guys, they're in folders. Makes me want to weep. Let me send you a screenshot of this shit. Oh my god, it's so nice. And I can search them. It's just crazy. Here I gotta post it. You gotta see this.
Wait, you mean you don't just have one giant scroll bar?
Yeah, one giant bullshit scroll bar across. Look at that. Fucking searchable folders. Oh my god. It's so amazing.
That's
So
pretty
and all of them have beautiful thumbnails. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that beach for my downtime activity.
Yeah, there is a beach for a beach episode. There's a beach for the beach episode. There's maybe even a volleyball court on that beach. I don't know. Special volleyball rules. Special volleyball rules. All right. Let me load you guys into the sewers. There we go. Every campaign's got to have sewers.
I know. Wait.
I guess we just meet up with Astraeus and we're like, yo, we're going on an adventure. Come along.
Let's see. Toggle on navigation. So it should appear. There we go. Now I can preload it. There we go. I thought I could move you guys over. Oh, also a mod came out yesterday or today. I don't know. But now you guys can actually select torches and spiritual weapons and shit like that without it shifting your vision to be the vision of the torch and the spiritual weapon and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of cool. Finally. Finally. And there's been an update to the token mod, so it actually sometimes works when I click on a stack. It lets me select other miniatures. Sometimes. It's still not great. So that's still the one thing that we're lacking is stacking tokens. All right, so let's see. Sewers. I just had it. Oh, here we go. All right, let me put you guys down in here. Oh god, you're so big! Oh my god, hold on. Don't look. You're off the map. Oh my god.
It's all
I'm not
darkness.
clicking anything.
Okay. Oh no, you're off the map and I can't reach you. Oh god.
It's back. Take us back.
I've never done. I never pasted from one map to another. I've always just dragged out fresh tokens. I forgot that like the resolution is different on each scene. All right, let me send you guys back to Beatros real quick. All right, while I figure out what the hell I'm gonna do about your middies that are stuck off the map. Oh, now they're even further. Now everybody's off the map. Oh my god. I just wanted to show you the cool sewers before we ended the session. Oh. Also, there's rain in the sewers. I might have to figure out why that shit's happening. I guess it's a good time to end the session.
Okay.
As Foundry completely poops its pants right at the end there.
We all appreciate what you're doing, Crash.
I love this program. The more I use it, the more I love it. But yeah, there's definitely still stuff that they need to work the kinks out. It doesn't help that we're running like 70 different mods on top of everything else. All right, so why do you think you have weather, little guy? You're just so confused. All right, I'll get it working by next week. So, okay. On that note, we will end the session. We will continue in the sewers. So this gives you a week to come up with any other last-minute preparations that you would come up with or need to do before you head down into the sewers. Astraeus will be back, so you'll have a full party. and essentially you are running I guess you're playing into this terrorist's hands. She's got you doing family double dare here to either prove that you are worthy allies or foe. But either way, too many Jango Fetts around. She's not going to leave her tower essentially. All right. Announcements for this week. Tomorrow is the finale for Acquisitions Incorporated. So if you don't care about having that campaign spoiled for you, you could watch the finale. I think it's going to be pretty good. Wednesday is session 0 for Rime of the Frost Maiden. So again, if you don't care about having that campaign spoiled, you could tune in and watch that campaign on Wednesday nights. Thursday, Skull and Shackles. They may or may not be dropping a whale on House. We've been dancing around that for 2 weeks now. Friday, there's nothing going on. Saturday is the last playtest session for Paradise Vale before Paradise Vale becomes official. It goes live and all that good stuff. There are 19 days left till Extra Life. So that's going to be a 24-hour marathon to raise money for charity. We're already, God, I don't know, $2,500, more than that, almost $3,000. I don't know. We made a lot of money so far. I think we're going to make a lot more money before it's over. You could donate to the monsters, to the players. You could donate to change the dungeon. If you have ideas for items or cursed items that you want players to find in the dungeon, private message me and I can add them in. There's still time. Yeah. Anybody else have any announcements? Nope. All right. On that note, expect fighting next week. 2 weeks in a row of role playing. This is bullshit. What is this, role play game? So we're gonna get some fighting in next week. Or not. Maybe you'll seduce everything. We'll see. So, have a good evening. If you need me for anything, just at me. It's the easiest way to get my attention on the Discord. And hope everybody has a great week.
Night.
The same, sir.
Have a good one.
Night.
Bye.